Do you know who I really am? Let me tell you, dude. It's a long story, a real story. It's history. I was born in Boston, USA, 1936. They call it the Great Depression era. Not for me. I'm not the one to just give up. I was made to last. Put on your jacket, boy, and hit the road, Jack. I was born from a federal contractor, one of the greatest uniform suppliers of America. I was conceived for police duty. I was literally cut for the job. And I've done it all over the country. From the little towns, where the old country boys work together, to the big cities, Boston, New York, Los Angeles, downtown, where anything can happen. It's mayhem, fuss, and fight. A concrete jungle, survival of the fittest. And it fits me perfect. When someone has to put things straight, I'm there. When you see an officer, you see me. Call me a cop, a blue coat, a trooper. I'm honoring my word all the way. Always ready for action, think fast, act fast, never get weary. I've got my own tricks and some details that make a difference. No frills, dude. Just useful extras. The right ones. Yes, I've got something up my sleeve. I call it uncompromising performance. It's my philosophy. You never know what you're gonna find out there. Kid, you better cover up. Pull up your collar and face some music. Rain, wind, sleet, and snow, freezing cold and steaming hot. No matter outside, you can rely on your inner strength. Clothes make the man. Strong, durable, and resistant. I'm a Navy, a White House special agent, a fireman, and a ranger. I'm one in many, past and future. I was born in the US, but grew up all over the world. I'm as young as a kid, and I'm experienced. I innovate, but keep faithful to my uncompromising original style. I think you know me by now. I'm the spirit of Blauer, and this is just the beginning. Pop your collar, kid. We're going.
City streets can make a man mean when he's used to the country and living clean. Concrete and steel just can't compare. The green grass, fresh mountain air. I've been picked on and put down, checked up, jerked around, rode hard and put up wet. Woke up face down in the snow, 1,000 miles to go, but I ain't about to give up yet. Nowadays, it just don't seem fair. Ain't I found the fire hardly anywhere. Follow your heart, gather with your head. Live as much as you can before you wind up dead. Got city streets to make a man mean when he's used to the country and living clean.
I'm James Mollison, and I'm the photographer for the Blauer campaign. For the fall-winter campaign, we hired a truck which we made a studio in, and it meant that it didn't matter what the weather was, that we could travel around Detroit and Michigan, street casting, looking for interesting people, and then we could bring them into the truck to make their portrait. We headed up north of Detroit, up through the forests and up to the Great Lake areas to the Mackinac Bridge, where there I met Joe, who ran a gallery called Tangent. He'd come up to see the blue ice that was happening at Mackinac Bridge. We spent time in Corktown, the old Irish quarter of Detroit, which is an area where 15 to 20 years ago was almost abandoned. We met Chris in his studio High Bias, where he records local Detroit bands and his own experimental electronic music. This is where we met Rob, the singer and guitarist from the band Dark Red. We travelled to Eastern Market, a big farmers market on Saturday where Detroiters come to shop. It's also home of the Detroit Design Festival. There we met Curtis Roach, who gets his name from Curtis Mayfield and a cockroach because you can never get rid of him. And then we saw him play later that evening at L Club. At Eastern Market we met Austin, lead singer of a new Detroit band called Kimball. He played us his new song, recorded up at the Ashram studio up in Ortonville in Michigan. Michigan Central Station, with its 70-metre roof, it was the tallest station of its time when it was built in 1914. However, from 1988 it has been abandoned and became a symbol of Detroit's decline. But it might become a symbol of its rebirth as there is talk of it being renovated. It was here that we met Brooke, an architecture student studying at MSU. Another thing about Detroit that really struck me is the amount of graffiti and artwork that you see on the buildings. It's a city where artists have come and they've been invited to paint the city. And almost on every street you go down, you find there's been walls painted or they've turned buildings into sculptures. Travelling around like we do, having this truck and the studio, you meet real Americans, and obviously we're kind of looking for a look that we think works with Blauer. But it's been really interesting to meet people, you know, just trying to survive in this city.